Hey guys, it's Novell J. Lee with the Buzz at Buzzworthy Radio. I recently had the chance to sit down with Marcus Taormina. He is the visual special effects supervisor on the new Netflix movie that premiered last month, Rebel Moon. It was great to talk to him about this film and exactly what went into it as far as the visual effects go. So here it is, our quick chat with Marcus Taormina. Check it out. Hey, Marcus, thank you so much for doing this with us today. I just saw that you guys had the world premiere last week on the 13th at the TCL Chinese Theatre. I I just wanted to ask real quickly, as far as you attending that and just seeing everybody there, including the fans, how was that reaction to everybody at that event?
The energy was amazing there. It was so much fun. Pardon me. Excuse me. It was so much fun to see everyone react so positive about the movie. And I think one of my favorite parts of it was seeing the cast because I'm out there when we're filming going, no, 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 you got to do it this way. Like, don't worry. Like, you're not gonna have egg on your face. Like, when you're touching the Bennu, like, trust me, it's gonna look good. And you really got it. Like, and then explaining these characters that are really just like green screen heads or nothing. Right over there, you're gonna see it. And, Zach and I obviously understand what that looks like in our minds, but no one else does. And to walk the cast through that um, is challenging sometimes. And they did a fantastic job. But when I got to see them, I'll specifically target Sophia because I like looked at her and I smiled and she ran up and gave me a huge hug. She's like, "Oh my God, my mind's blown. How did you do this? Like, I don't understand." And she wanted to know all the technical details, which is great about Sophia because when we're out there, she's asking questions. She wants to know, she wants to understand it to better herself. And everybody else too, like Stas was like, "You blew my mind." I was like, "I don't understand how you guys do what you do, but you did such an amazing job." I mean, for Stas, he's sitting on this green screen buck in a parking lot in Los Angeles that's swaying like this, and we're like, "Don't worry, we'll make it look cool." So to have all the reactions from all of them to just be so, ecstatic about what the final film was awesome.
Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Just to piggyback off of what Boris had brought up, there was a question I had in there. What was the most challenging for you for the visual effects? Because I heard Jenna Malone's character was kind of a little bit difficult to get just right. Can you explain that process a little bit? Like, what did you feel was the most effort for you to get in the film?
I'd say it's hard. I want to say technically that was the most challenging because that was such a tricky obstacle, and that was the scene that every single department was like, and I said this already, but it's true, is like every single department showed up and they're like, I got you. And all of us were working, like firing on all cylinders exactly the same time. And that was a hard one because you got stunt performance, you got Duna's performance, you have Jenna's performance, you have the spider that's not there. So in my mind, I'm going, okay, where's the legs? Da, 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 and having to tell cast, don't go over there. There's a leg over there. Oh yeah, right. And then just making sure that I have all the capture of the environment for the paint work. So technically that was very challenging. And I think for the Bennu took Beatrice, the Bennu took the longest to get to where the final product is, just because it took so long. Again, it's just small details, right? It's like the dirt and the feathers, the iridescence, like, and then the environment itself was a very tricky environment because it's bright sunlight against a basically a big bounce board, right? So the sand is so bright that it bounces back up. So some of the first, a lot of the lighting renders came across, and I was like, it's just not looking right. And so we had to push it a little left and right, if you will, to get it to sit in. And then, of course, the interaction between Stas, um, was difficult too. And I have to say that the animation team did just an absolute bang up job, and took my obnoxious notes in stride because it's like there's so many good, I want to say like ticks in there, if you will, for Beatrice with the ear flicks and eye darts and the peacocking, and all those things added the believability. So that one probably was the most, took the longest, I'd say, which is a challenge in itself.
Great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Many thanks to Marcus Taormina for sitting down and chatting with us about Rebel Moon, which you can watch right now on Netflix. Give it a watch. Let us know what you think. But in the meantime, if you want to check any of our past shows, you can log on to buzzworthyradiocast.com. You can find everything there. We also just recently went on Amazon Music. So all of our podcasts since we started in 2007 are listed in our Amazon Music playlist. So make sure you guys check that out as well. We're on X as well at Buzzworthy Radio, and you can like us on our Facebook page. This is Nabel J. Lee saying make sure you keep getting the latest buzz with Buzzworthy Radio. We'll see you guys next time.